Every morning after I wiped the library book drop, the same black cat stepped in and touched the lower screw on the brass plate, never the handle. I thought she liked the shine, so I polished the upper grip brighter again. Her eyes stayed low, under my wiping hand, near that dull plate. When I rolled my cart toward the next stop, she stayed at the book drop, sitting under that plate while the rest of the route moved on. The assistant saw it too, and softly guessed cleaner or shiny brass, because the pet event board was already being set up outside beside us that morning. I tested the handle again. She ignored the shiny grip, waited for the cloth to pass, and placed one exact paw on the lower screw. By the third morning, I stopped trusting memory and marked the book drop stop on my route sheet, right beside that lower plate again, in pencil too. I tried brighter metal nearby, even the event board clip. She glanced once, ignored both, then leaned back toward that same lower screw after the wipe again. So I wiped the handle again on purpose, watched the cloth pass the lower edge, and saw her paw return to the marked spot again, without touching the cat. My route clips made the habit feel ordinary, so I told myself she just knew my cart, my cloth, and that morning stop at first anyway. The raised edge almost supported that answer, because old public fixtures never sit perfectly flat after years of weather and cleaning right beside the screw. One detail kept bothering me. She ignored my knee, ignored the cloth, and reacted only when I stepped directly toward the lower plate, not at me. I crouched to her height and pressed the lower edge gently. It gave a little, so I stopped wiping and started checking the fixture instead of guessing now. Then the assistant wiped it instead. Same cloth motion, different hand, same paw on the lower screw. And a tiny colored edge appeared at the marked spot, still tucked in. I looked from that color to the pet event board, where matching wristband strips hung in the morning light near the entrance rail, same width, same color. The edge would not slide free. The plate was holding the color, and the cat only settled beside it, like a thin tab under metal. Event setup kept moving around us, so I cleared the little workspace and kept the tool pouch closed until I knew which side mattered before anyone covered it. The slot side looked obvious from standing height, and for a moment I followed that seam instead of the outside plate, while her body stayed outside. Nothing changed there. She stepped to the outside plate and tapped beside the colored edge once, calmly, with no rush, not the slot seam this time. Before touching the tool, I checked my old clips again. Every paw landed on the same lower screw after every wipe, not anywhere else in any clip I had saved. I loosened only that outside edge, and a folded pet event wristband strip slid out slowly from behind the plate. From the lower spot she kept touching. We clipped the strip back with the event materials. She walked near us calmly, not waiting under the handle or that brass plate anymore at all. The next time I wiped that book drop handle, she walked past the lower screw without touching it, and my route kept moving to the next stop, just like any morning.